Hi, everybody. Good afternoon to all of you. I think it's good to see all of you once again. How are you guys? I hope you guys are coping well at home. I just want to take this opportunity to thank those agents have personally text me, send me messages, or send me email asking me, am I doing well? I thank you guys for all this. I also want to take this opportunity to ask and to also tell you guys that please take care of yourself during this second the attention of the circuit breaker. Before the circuit breaker, many people say that I lost a lot of hair. Okay, so in the circuit breaker, then when I put my photo or share my photo with my relative or my friend, they say your hair grow longer. So it's a bit contradicting. So at this age of time, my hair is dropping every moment. But during the circuit breaker, it's helping me to grow my hair longer. So I think this is the times whereby we spend a lot of time with our loved one, bonding with our children, build better relationship with our spouse, or even with your parents if you are staying with them. So today we have invited Patrick, which is from representing ASA, will be sharing with us on some of the insurance knowledge with everyone. And beside Patrick, we also have CX Chua, which is from the Gigacover. Now, I think this insurance is very important to every one of us during this period of time. I just want to recap. Before the circuit breaker, our MD Stephen has mentioned in the resilient support package that we will be getting everyone to be covered during this period of time. Now, I just want to emphasize is that we do really take care of everyone's welfare and well-being. That's why during this period of time, we've been hunting high and low for an insurance company to come in, to partner with us, to get every of our 4,000 over agents to be covered during this COVID-19 period. Now, sad to say that none of the insurance company is able to provide a specific insurance coverage just for COVID-19. So because of the relationship that we have with ASA, and yes, we managed to get ASA to get their regional office to underwrite these policies for us, just for OrangeTee only, just for OrangeTee. That we managed to get the group personal accident for everybody. So on top of that, this group personal accident, we have a rider. That this rider allowed every single of our agent to be covered under this COVID-19 during this period of time. So the detail, I will leave it to Patrick later on to explain to you guys how this thing works. Now, at the same time, we have been talking to Gigacover for I think since last year to partner with them so that we are able to provide medical services for our agents to log into applications so that they are able to consult doctor at a very, very low consultation rate. So besides consulting, I think we also have went into a partnership to provide a special coverage for all the agents as well. So that part I'll leave it to CX to explain to everyone. Okay, so everything is good. If everything is good, I shall pass the session to Patrick.
Hi everyone. Yeah, I hope you can hear me loud and clear. My name is Patrick, and I am one of the business owner of this Kairos group, which is on the left-hand corner. And we are basically representing quite a number of companies. We are very privileged to work with OrangeTee and to be able to give this OrangeTee code on the various company that we represent. And then AXA came up to be one of the, I mean, we managed to get a very, very good code from AXA that we need to get a regional approval for OrangeTee for this COVID cover. So what I'll do now, it'll take about 10 minutes to run through this group personal accident insurance with coverage of COVID. Actually, by the name of group personal accident, some of you who are familiar with insurance, right? It's actually meant to cover only personal accident. Then how does the coverage of COVID-19 comes in? So I'll share with you shortly. All right. Okay. Sorry. Next. Okay. Now, so first of all, I'm going to explain to you this COVID-19 coverage. What does it include? You can see there are mainly two benefits over here. One of them is the hospitalization income, which actually means that if you're hospitalized due to COVID, we'll pay you $150 per day, which I think is very important, especially people like yourself and myself. We are self-employed. So these are incomes. Of course, probably the government may have covered you for probably some hospitalization, but this is in addition of it. And we'll pay you up to 120 days, all right, of hospitalization. It must be due to COVID-19 and not any other illnesses. As for death benefit, we'll pay a lump sum of $20,000. Now, just take note, this campaign start 24th of April. That's where this policy started. Till now is exactly 2 weeks already, all right? So, and this coverage is only for 4 months. 4 months, why 4 months? Generally, when we launch this campaign, way back, we launched this campaign, we just want to benefit whoever people who have a policy with us. It need to be a life policy or a group health insurance policy. Then they entitled to this campaign. But due to our relationship with OrangeTee, we get certain approval from our regional CEO, and they allowed this campaign to extend it to OrangeTee, even though you are having only a group personal accident, which actually doesn't include this COVID cover. So we have put it in exclusively for OrangeTee. All right, and number two is that if the .coms, which is the disease outbreak response system condition, they step down to green color, okay, this campaign will be over. So meaning that from now till September, if any point of time the government declare that the .com from now orange down to green, then okay, the coverage will be over, meaning that everything is safe. And the whole package for this is $400,000 maximum payout. So we actually also restrict our liability in terms of how much will be paid out as an overall campaign. That means inclusive of the life policy holders that they have from us, whoever do the claims. Right now, the claim is really, really very minimum. In fact, probably there's only seems to be one or two. Internally, there are some claims. All right, so maximum is $400,000, and we'll post it in our website once the claim is fully utilized. Okay, now okay, so now okay, these few slides I'm talking about benefits. So just now is a COVID, very straightforward, and this one is the personal accident policy that you are covered with per person, 60,000. Later I show you a little bit more what we mean by permanent disablement. Death is understood. Accidental death, 60,000, and accidental medical expenses per person, $1,000. Okay, some of the things that's covered inside here is riot, strike, that one is covered. Drowning, suffocation by smoke, and due to exposure, any of the fire exposure, the death occur. All these are covered, including probably you disappeared, they cannot find your body. That is also covered. Motorcycling due to not racing, for sure, not racing. It's just a normal motorcycling. Then you involved in the accident, it is also paid. This also include reservist training. These are non-wartime. So non-wartime reservist training, you get injured, the personal accident policy also covers you. So the coverage is 24 per week and anywhere worldwide, as long as you didn't travel for more than 6 consecutive months. For this personal accident coverage is a 1 full year of coverage. Now, I think OrangeTee been very, very nice, your company. What they do is that in order to get the COVID cover, they have even insured yourself for this at least 1 full year. After the 4 months of the COVID cover, you are still be able to cover with this personal accident. From what I know in the marketplace, OrangeTee seems to be the only property companies that is doing this. All right. So, okay, other benefits here, due to natural catastrophe, death, okay, due to like probably in Singapore, I think I can think of it's only fire and flood. Elsewhere, unless you travel overseas, then it's due to hurricanes, all these, okay, those are covered. Ambulance fees, okay, in Singapore, anywhere they will be covered with 750. Child education fund, if your death is due to accidental death, we'll pay you per child 7,500. In a coma, we'll pay you 6,000 lump sum, depending on at what stage. As for the detailed coverage, because I don't want to bore you all, I only have 10 minutes. For the detail of the coverage, like 6,000, coma, they divide into 25, 50, 75, and 100, depending on the period. So that one you can refer to our policy wording. Funeral expenses, quite straightforward, 5,000. HIV, due to blood transfusion, due to accidental nature, you're admitted to the hospital, they did a blood transfusion, you have got HIV, you are being covered. Number item is mobility aids expenses. So there are items that is covered, there are items are not covered. So it's all spelled out here. I don't want to bore you all with all these very dry detail, but at least you have a glimpse of it. Now, these are table of compensation. What do we mean by accidental death, permanent total disablement? These are in a full lump sum. Limbs, loss of 2 limbs is actually 150% of what you buy, which is 60,000. You get paid 90,000 instead. Loss of eyes, loss of limbs, loss of hearing. All these are covered. Okay, very quickly. Number 10 to number 13 is referring to your hand. Some of you see that right hand is more than left hand. Now, if you are left-handed, and we can prove it, the percentage is reversal. So right hand now is 85%, but you have a left-handed, right? You get 85, so on and so forth. So these are some example of the coverage. Okay, it's going to be quite a short presentation, so at least you'll get a glimpse of what your coverage are. All right, loss of toes. All right, loss of kidneys, loss of spleen. All these are covered by percentage of your 60,000. Okay, yeah, I hope not too fast. Just take a look. Okay, now these are AM accidental medical expenses. You can ask, okay, sorry, along the way, if you want to ask question, just now the thing that you scan, right, the QR code, you can ask. I have a colleague behind the scene, my business partner, Stanley. Stanley will help to answer some of the questions that you okay, so for AME, the accidental medical expenses, right, it must be either it's accidental, it must be accidental nature, right, then you'll be covered. And you can even seek treatment with this Chinese physician or chiropractor or physiotherapists. So those are covered, and it's per bill basis, limited to 1 consultation per day. Accidental dental treatment, that one is also covered. Yeah, miscarriage, accidental miscarriage, food poisoning. All right, so okay, now some exclusion, I think it's important to know. War, declare, undeclared war is not covered because this is again accidental policy. Military Air Force service other than reservists, which I mentioned earlier on. Willful, unlawful act, you rob a bank, sorry, you can't cover that. Self-inflicted injury, suicide, these are criminal, they don't pay you. Pregnancy, childbirth, I mean, we don't, okay, unless there's due to accidental nature, then yeah, it causes death. That one we do cover. Okay, influence of alcohol, drugs, not prescribed by a qualified doctors, no. Racing, like I mentioned earlier on, if you're on the racing, like the Ferrari case, right? So those are not covered under Group PA. And of course, nuclear reaction. Okay. Okay, now one additional condition so that everybody understand, because we are covering a big group of 4,200 to 300 agents. In fact, I think some of you, we even cover all the way up to age 81. Okay, because of OrangeTee specific situation. Usually Group PA only cover up to 65, maximum 70. We managed to get it done, cover all the way, every single one of you who are licensed, and yeah, so I think this is fantastic. So total liability that will be paid out under this policy will be 5 million per event. So that is the maximum we want to limit our liability also. All right, so it's going to be good for everybody, so that yeah, the premium can be kept within. Yeah. Okay, so in case you all have questions, you can ask. Maximum claim per event. Okay, cannot be exceeding 5 mil. Okay, these are COVID-19 terms and condition. First of all, AXA will pay the hospitalization income benefit if the property agent either is a diagnosis or re-diagnosis. For some reason, some of you have been diagnosed earlier on, and then coming to this period, right? Actually, your coverage starting from today, because the first 14 days is the waiting period. So actually, officially today onward, if you are re-diagnosed, let's say you have a previous patient, you re-diagnosed, you are being covered also. All right. And either you stay in a private or restructure, because we limit your claim to $150 per day. So it's also covered, and it's covered under the before the day of diagnosis throughout the hospitalization benefit. Okay, period. And for the death benefit, the same thing, passes away due to COVID-19 and not any other illnesses. It need to be declared by the registered medical practitioner in Singapore. And during the campaign period, remember the campaign period ends in September, or when the dot cons change to green color. Okay. Okay. Now, in the event of a claim, you must notify AXA within 90 days from the date of diagnosis. Later on, I show you the claim procedure. Maybe you all can take a picture of that, because, yeah, and you need to bring in your IC and a medical report. Okay, and usually is this inpatient discharge summary. When you are admitted, right, always ask for this discharge summary, because that is what they're going to write exactly what's happening. And of course, sometimes your relation good with the doctors, you can ask him to write a memo. But nowadays, doctors don't write memo so easily. All right. And upon confirming of this COVID-19. And upon receiving your document, AXA actually may even ask for some further information. Yeah. So, and of course, the cost of getting this report is borne by the property agent. And so that's why usually when we are hospitalized inpatient, we actually ask the doctor to write. And usually they are very willing to write a simple memo of what happened. All right. And very important, upon admission of a claim, AXA will pay the property agent directly. Okay. So actually you can file your claim directly to us. Okay. And yeah. Okay, and some of the exclusion here. Okay, actually no more exclusion. Number two, number one exclusion, as I mentioned again, is hospitalized for any other condition other than COVID-19. Because this is a PA, but yet we cover your COVID-19, very exclusive to OrangeTee. And the other one is that you're diagnosed before 9. Today is the 9. Congratulations, your coverage starts now. And no benefit payable under death benefit again due to other things, and before 9th of May. So this one don't seems to be relevant to you anymore. All right. Okay. I'm about to finish. And property agents, our definition, you are CA license. Okay, I think should be, right? Everybody should be CA license now, and residing in Singapore during this campaign period. Okay, yeah. So the rest is I don't think, yeah, we need to explain much. Okay, the next thing, this is the claim. Take a picture of this. Yeah, go to the website, follow this link, and yeah, and you can file a claim. And I think the procedure is very easy. You know, just key in your particulars, and then attach, you know, receipt, attach the memo that the doctors write, or the discharge, inpatient discharge. I mean, you just need to do that, and you'll be done. All right. Yeah. If not, if you still have difficulties in doing this, what you can do, the next page. Okay, these are our staff. Okay, the policy admin personal line. Just take a picture of this so that you have the numbers there. You can call, or you can text. This staff right now actually is in Malaysia. She couldn't come back, so that's why you have to WhatsApp, call, or text her. Her name is Iris. Eric Tay is our sales manager here, so you can ask him. Very, very knowledgeable guy. And for corporate plans for OrangeTee, if you all have any corporate other plans, tie up, we have a tie up. We can do tie up with you all for other plans like your motors, your home insurance, all these. We can do a special tie up to give you all a special rate. So Stanley will be the person that can do all these tie up. And I do seminar talk. I'm a money sense speaker. I'm in this business for the last 33 years, and I give a lot of money sense talk, managing credit cards, financing everything. Yeah, I can do that talk. Yeah, if you are keen for your customer, also no problem. So we represent Kairos planner. Do this for OrangeTee, and the last slides. These are the companies that we represent. We have been around since 2003, and these are the company that we represent: Excel, AIG, Income, Tokyo Marine, RHI, Liberty Insurance, QBE. All right. So feel free. Yeah, feel free to talk to us and ask any question you would like to.
Thank you, Patrick. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I think there are some interesting questions that I think we have missed out. So maybe we like to either have you or Stanley to answer the question. Let me read out the question to you. The question asks that is it only for me as agent under OT? Can I get my family member of the same premium? Okay, first, let me answer first. We are getting these policies for only OrangeTee agent. Whether can you extend it to a family member, I let Patrick to answer the question.
Stanley, you want to answer this? Stanley, do the, yeah.
Okay, hi. For if you want to extend to your family members, I think we need to let OrangeTee agree that this plan is allowed to extend to dependents and is volunteer basis. Okay, if there's a requirement, there's a huge demand interested in that, we can work on it.
Okay,
yeah,
thank
okay,
you.
probably I can just add on. For now, that's why just now the term and condition we mentioned is for OrangeTee CEA, yeah, with license, right? So wanted to extend a little bit out of it. Yeah, we need special approval again. So yeah, so if not say cannot, but I think we have to work with OrangeTee on that. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. So the next question is that okay, to the question that being asked, heard about the okay, some of the OrangeTee agent they have AIA hospitalization plan. So for those agents have subscribed or have this premium, are they still considered to be eligible for this GPA, group personal accident? The answer is yes, because this is on top of what you have currently. Okay.
Yeah.
So the next question asked is that if I currently have a hospitalization plan, do I still enjoy the benefit we offer? Yes, I already said it's on top of whatever you have. Okay. So there's another question being asked, and Stanley has answered through the chat room. I think it is also good to address it here. If I have my own PA, my own personal accident outside, can I claim my own under the GPA? Is GPA auto enroll? Okay, GPA as mentioned by Patrick just now, so long you are OrangeTee agent with CA number, you are on the board, on the ship. So the question is, let's say you have a PA outside. Yes, it's already said that it is on top of what you have. Okay, so one more question is that for CVIC, for COVID-19 hospitalization is fully paid by our Singapore government. If so, policy will no longer pay, right? So Stanley has answered just now. Stanley, do you want to further explain this to everyone?
Yes, because the COVID plan we pay you if you're hospitalized due to COVID per day, we pay you $150. This is on top of whatever government subsidies or even you're claiming your own shield plan. This is a hospital income that we're giving you. In event of death, the 20,000 is a separate amount that we pay to you. Yeah, that whichever claim that you might have from your existing insurance.
Okay, thank you, Stanley. So one of the agents was being asking that, okay, the picture is not clear. No worry. Okay, after this talk, I think either Jonathan or Vincent will send the whatever relevant slide, the presentations to all agents, so that you have a better picture how this GPA really work for you guys, and how do you able to make a claim should anything mishap really happen to you. So no worry about the picture that Patrick asked you to take. We will send the presentation to you all. Okay, so the next question is that AXA GPA plan will pay on top of this one already mentioned just now. Okay, so without delay, you guys please continue to post your question on the Q&A chat room so that we are able to take in your question to answer your question. We try to answer all your questions. So without any delay, we would like to invite CX from Gigacover to cover his portion. Okay, CX.
All right, so thanks everybody for taking time out on a Saturday afternoon. Something Simon said earlier actually caught my ear about his hair growing out during this circuit breaker period. So I'm wearing a cap because my wife had helped me to cut my hair and it looks disastrous. So in order not to scare anybody and their children, I decided to wear the cap today. So no disrespect meant to anybody. Without further ado, let me just quickly go down this short presentation. There are, I think, 3 or 4 things you want to cover here. Number one, what are the benefits that are provided under Gigacover Essentials that's sponsored by OrangeTee. Number 2, sort of how it works in a little bit more detail. And number 3, sort of what you can expect to happen in the next few days, what will take place from here. And then one last section just on a few sort of important notes to highlight. So pretty much 4 slides, probably be done in 5 to 10 minutes. So this is an overview of what the plan that OrangeTee is providing for their associates from Gigacover. This is what we call the Gigacover Essentials plan. And there are a few, I'd say 3 or 4 components here that you can see that are relevant to, that are provided under this plan. The first is a free annual basic health screening. So this basic health screen will check for obesity, hypertension, diabetes, high blood cholesterol, pretty much the most common chronic conditions in Singapore. And this will be provided for free once a year to all 4,000 of OrangeTee associates. The second part is private GP consults. Let's just say that, like Patrick had mentioned, OrangeTee has really pushed for a good deal for their agents. So what we have here is $6.50 for consult for the first 4, and then $12 per consult from the 5th onwards. I mean, you can compare this to standard private GP consults are usually $20 to $40. So this is quite a substantial amount of savings that we're providing to OrangeTee associates. I do want to highlight that that's just for the consult. For drugs and medicines, because it really depends on what kind of medication your doctor prescribes. We can't guarantee what the price is, but we can guarantee that it's a corporate rate that's better than the walk-in rate. Same thing, we also actually, besides private GP, we also provide corporate rates for dental and TCM services up to 30%, in some cases more, for walk-in rates at our panel. And then the last point is that we've also managed to secure for OrangeTee associates the ability to extend these 3 benefits to up to 4 dependents per associate at no additional cost, which means that if I were an OrangeTee associate, I can add 4 people, spouse, 3 kids perhaps, to get the same benefits of free annual basic health screen, GP consults at $6.50, and corporate rates at dental and TCM. So I think when we spoke at OrangeTee, they mentioned that it's important not just to provide something to give better health access for OrangeTee associates, but also something for the dependents and their families. And so that's why we have this 4 dependents per associate that can be added at no additional cost. So this is, in a nutshell, a very quick summary of what the benefits provided under the Gigacover Essentials plan are. Now, how it works, I'll just spend a bit more time here because this is maybe the nuts and bolts of it. There'll be a Gigacover app, so everything is fully digital. You use the app to find the GPs, TCMs, and dental clinics nearby. They're on our panel. So I think we have about 500 to 600 over clinics across Singapore. So quite easy to find one near your place, I hope. Second, once you find a clinic, when you go to the clinic, you show them your Gigacover MHC e-card. So MHC is the partner that we work with. You show them the e-card from the Gigacover app when you go and register at the clinic. And that's how the clinic will know, okay, yeah, this person is supposed to get the special Gigacover rates that are provided. If you have any problems at the clinic, you can give us a hotline on this, call a hotline on the spot, and we'll help you to resolve it on the spot if necessary. Now, after you registered and you see the doctor, collect your medicine, if any, as normal at the checkout, and then most of the cases in fact, I think all of the cases for private GPs, it should be cashless. So you don't pay anything at the counter. And that's how we guarantee that you get the $6.50 rate, because the clinic staff will otherwise charge you your normal rate of $30 or whatever. So there's usually no cash payment to be made. But for dental and TCM, in some cases, if the expense is quite high, there may be some cash payments that need to be made over the counter. So the clinic staff will let you know. And then the last part is, within a couple of days, your credit card or debit card that's on file will be billed, and a bill breakdown will be emailed to you. I want to highlight here that we're quite confident in our rates. So we have implemented a best rate guarantee. So if you find that your total Gigacover bill was more than a walk-in rate, let us know, and we'll refund any difference plus add on extra credits for you. Some terms and conditions apply, which I'll go into a little bit later. So this is an overview of how the whole process works, from opening the app, going to the doctor, registering, what you can expect when you finish at the doctor, and then what you can expect after you've seen the doctor. So what happens from here? In the next few days, you will receive an email titled "Welcome to Gigacover Essentials." If you look into the email, there'll be a few things there. You follow the instructions in the email to set, number 1, set your password to log in to your Gigacover app. 2, of course, download the Gigacover app. And then 3, use the password you set in A and the app you download in B to log in. Upon your first login, there will be a few things that you'll be prompted to do. You need to key in your NRIC and other details. For PDPA reasons, obviously, OrangeTee has not shared your NRIC details with us, so we need you to key it in when you first log in. And please rest assured that this is compliant with PDPA rules. For insurance and health, providers need the NRIC to verify that the person that's claiming the insurance or utilizing the special benefits provided under health services is who the person is. So NRIC can be collected for insurance and health purposes, right? And then the second thing is to input your credit or debit card on file. And that's the one that will be charged for any procedures or any of the consults that you make. I need to highlight that after you key in your NRIC, we do need 3 to 5 days, after which you can make your first visit. So if you open the mail, let's say you send the mail on Wednesday, you open the mail, you key in your NRIC, probably by the weekend, you'll be able to go see the doctor already, if not latest by the Monday afterwards. You can also immediately start adding your dependents through the Gigacover app directly. So there'll be instructions also sent on how you go through the app to add your dependents to get them the same benefits, if you want, that you have provided from OrangeTee. And then the last slide, a quick one. There's some additional notes I want to just highlight and make clear. The first thing is, under the current circuit breaker situation, the health screen, which is complimentary for all OrangeTee agents and their 4 dependents once a year. Right now, you can't do your health screen because all health screens are suspended temporarily because it's considered a non-essential service. So when the circuit breaker is over, I think that's when you'll be able to make your you can start making your bookings for health screen, which you can do through the Gigacover app. The second thing is that I know a lot of people are asking about the PHPC program. So our panel clinics, I think about 70% of them are also on the PHPC program. So if you were to use the Gigacover app, please rest assured that you won't loogie. You will be charged also $10 or less if it's a respiratory condition. So the PHPC discounts and subsidies that the government provides will also apply through the Gigacover app. Second point I want to highlight, if you have any problems, even as at a clinic, you can call our hotline, which is here, or you can email us to our customer service at hey@gigacover.com. We'll usually get back same day via email or the next day via email. Third thing, I want to just reiterate our best rate guarantee. So if you spot an example where your Gigacover total bill was more than a walk-in rate at the same clinic, please let us know, because we also want to know if the clinics are playing punk. Let us know. We will refund any difference plus add extra credits to your account. But of course, this does not apply to CHAS discounts or the PHPC program and so on. But just in general, I think this is something that we're quite confident about, and this is how we guarantee it to our users. The last point I want to highlight, there are a few things that will be coming soon to you as well as a OrangeTee associate. First thing is that we're going to roll out teleconsults as well very soon. And for same-day drug delivery fee, it's going to be $5 or less, which I think is a lot cheaper than most other platforms providing. Secondly, we want to add specialists to the platform as well. And then thirdly, optional health services, vaccinations, health screening packages, etc. Those will be added within the course of the next couple of months. And that's basically it. Thank you. I pass the time back to Simon.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, CX. I think you guys will be very excited of what OrangeTee has provided so far. Let me recap to all of you once again. We have already gotten all the 4,000 over agents on board the general personal accidents. And on top of the personal accidents, we also have a rider for COVID-19 coverage for all agents. So long you are OrangeTee agent, you will be automatically on board this premium. So second is we have a collaboration with Gigacover to get everyone on board as well. So we'll be announcing probably next week to officially launch the Gigacover application in the agent app itself. So the same thing goes to everyone. Every 4,000 over agent will be automatically on board these collaborations. So get all your dependents to also register through the Gigacover apps. And CS had mentioned just now that everyone will be automatically on the Gigacover Essential. Okay, and I think for all the division head, okay, I specifically request to CX that I want all my division heads to be on a special coverage called the Gigacover Live. So CS, would you want to explain a little bit on Gigacover Live, please?
Yeah, sure. So again, I think OrangeTee has driven a very hard bargain to make sure that they get the best coverage for their agents. And in particular, one of the things that Simon and his team have pushed for is for division heads to get onto the Essentials Live program. So under the Essentials Live program, a couple of things will be included. One, your first 4 consults will be completely free. So it's basically it's a higher tier coverage, so you don't even pay anything for your consult. You still need to pay for drugs and medication because, again, that one is just an unknown. Don't know how much it is, but you can be rest assured that they will get a corporate rate. The other part of it is that there is a base group term life insurance coverage provided as well, included in the Essentials Life program. It's $10,000 term life insurance added on as well. And again, this goes on top of any other group PA or personal insurance or personal accident, personal life plans that you have. This goes on top of that. And this obviously comes sponsored by OrangeTee under the Essentials Life program. For the sorry, I was just going to say for the hits that are going to be on the Essentials Live program, you will also receive the email and you'll see the details of what coverage are being provided for in the email, and when you log into the app, then that's where you can see the extra coverage you have.
Okay, thank you, CX. So I also want to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to all my division heads that you are also playing a very big role in this COVID-19, especially this time that you helping the companies to get everyone together, motivate them, and I can see from some of the Facebook and can also hear from some of the agents that most of our division heads are on the board right now, encouraging, motivating our agent. So as I mentioned just now that this COVID-19 coverage and the Gigacover is only for OrangeTee agent. It's only for OrangeTee agent. And CX Gigacover is also very kind, and I thank you for the gesture that they are giving us as exclusive for 3 years. That means no other agency is able to enjoy the same benefit that Gigacover has provided to every one of us. So thank you, CX, and also thank you, Patrick, for helping us to get this insurance for all our agents as well. I think let's see, is there any other question that our agent have wanted to ask? Okay, let me see. Okay, one of the questions asked is that, do we wait for email for detail to register with Gigacover? Okay, for this, you have to wait for the Marcom to make announcement to all agents. So through the Marcom announcement, you are able to do a registration. At the same time, you can also, after we have launched the Gigacover collaboration, you are able to do the registration through our agent apps. Okay, so what's the next question? Sky, maybe you want to answer these questions. It says that some GP, there is a different rate, depends weekdays, weekend. So this rate, all the same rate all time, or any difference? See, Sky, do you want to answer this question?
Yeah, so for clinics that have surcharge due to weekend and midnight charges, that will not be covered.
See, okay, thank you.
I just want to highlight also, what we try to do is that for the clinics that have surcharges, we'll actually put down, when you look into the app, we'll highlight that this clinic may charge you a surcharge, so that there you can also make a decision on whether you want to go to the clinic or go to others. So there will be some that have surcharges and there will be some that don't have. This one very often depends on the clinic location, especially if it's in town, that kind, they usually will put a surcharge in for weekends and late nights and so on. But we'll try to make it clear to you, and I think our best rate guarantee still holds. If you find a situation where your rate that you get that time at that place is more than what you would have gotten if you walk in, please let us know. In fact, you will be doing us a favor also if you let us know.
Sure.
And then we'll make sure we refund any difference.
Okay, thank you, CS and Sky. Okay, there's a question asked, particular to me. So AXA policy premium is paid by OrangeTee? Yes. Okay, so all the premium that we paid to AXA is bared by OrangeTee. So you guys don't have to pay a single cent at all. Okay, so the next question is that if I have my own GP, so I go to my own GP or go to the GP that recommended by Gigacover? It's up to you. Okay, there's no forcing you must go to visit the GP from recommended by Gigacover. No, you still prefer to visit your own GP by all means. Okay, so let me see what other question we have here. Okay, how long is this Gigacover for? Okay, we have an exclusive with Gigacover for 3 years. So please make full use of these 3 years. After 3 years, we see how it goes. Okay. What else? That's about all. We don't have any more questions here. So, okay, I want to take this opportunity to thank many people that is behind the scene. Now, in order for these 2 collaborations to happen, I think there's a lot of work behind that you guys were never able to see it. Okay, from all the way from management all the way to some of the staff. I just want to mention the name. Okay, I think the management, Stephen, Michael, Emily, Bill, and myself, Elsie, Christine, all the management people that put in all the effort, including Vincent, to try to bring as many benefit, welfare, well-being to our agent as much as possible. So many years ago when we started OT care program, we always had this thing in mind, because particularly to the top management, especially myself, Michael, and Stephen, we all started from as an agent before. So we know how agents feel, because agents don't have a specific stable income every month. So it all really depends on the commission that you earn through transactions. So we have this in mind. That's why we came up with this OT care program. So in this OT care program, we are trying to get as many vendors, many partners on board to try to supply and provide more benefit, more helps in terms of medical to our agent as much as possible. So besides the management team, I also want to take these opportunities to thank our staff, like Sharon, Melvin, Mary Ann, Li Xuan, cases, many more, especially Mary Ann. Now, Mary Ann has been working day and night wholeheartedly with Gigacover to make sure that this collaboration is a successful partnership. So at the same time, I really want to, I lost of words because I really, our appreciation, I really thank you so much for all the help so far for the past few years that you have been putting in your effort to make sure that our agent is able to receive the best what we can offer and provide. Please, guys, to all the agents, to all the leaders, if you know any of the staff here, please give them a text, a message, or even a WhatsApp. Just say a thank you to them, so that they know that you really appreciate the effort that we have done for you. And also, I want to thank those who have sent me a personal email, personal text to see how I'm doing. I'm well, I'm fine, I'm coping well. And also want to say a big thank you to all the agents that please stay home, stay safe, and please take care of yourself and your family as well. Okay, the past few days, few weeks, I've been receiving a lot of questions and phone call from our agents. I know every one of you here are very worried about your livelihood. You are very worried about your transactions. Even yesterday, late night, I've been talking to one of the agents over the phone for at least 1 hour plus. I know how agents feel at this moment of time. Guys, I just want you guys to press on, please, because as I mentioned many times, whatever things that happen is only here to stay. No, it's only here to pass, not to stay. It will not be here forever. I can tell you, after the circuit breaker, after the whole pandemic, we'll be back again to our life. So just press on and do whatever you can during this period of time. If you really need any help from the management, from the staff, please email to us. Let us know. We will always be ready anytime for you. So if you have any question, please email to us. You can email to agency@OrangeTee.com, or even you can call our mobile hotline or leave a text with us. The number is 97978886. So please press on, and thank you very much for everything, especially the DH, the division head. Thank you so much. I just want to say a big thank you to you guys for helping us to take care of the agent as well. Thank you very much. So without further ado, I think we have come to the end of our session. So thank you, CX. Thank you, Sky. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Stanley, for your effort and for your time. Really appreciate. Thank you very much. And also behind the scene, the hero, Vincent and Jonathan, who are preparing us for this live stream. Thank you very much. Thank you, and stay safe. Thank you, guys, and we shall see you again. Thanks. Bye-bye.